Hi, I'm Mary-Louise Parker, and you're watching the New York Theater Guide. Welcome to The Sound Inside.
Samantha Medney here with your New York Theater Guide to The Sound Inside. We're here outside of Studio 54 celebrating opening night with Tony, Golden Globe, and Emmy Award winner Mary-Louise Parker.
We're here at Adam Rapp's Broadway debut. It's about time, and I hope he gets everything he deserves. Thank you.
It's about a Ivy League professor, and she gets a very difficult health diagnosis, and then she is at the same time forming a relationship with one of her students that is difficult and strange and mysterious, and then that sort of evolves into a friendship in which she has a great ask of him.
This is a play about two people reaching for each other in the darkness and trying to make a connection and asking very hard questions of themselves and each other and having a good time while they do it.
A strange and mysterious exploration of a writer trying to get back on her feet, trying to get her legs back under her as a writer.
And Mary-Louise, who's allergic to anything untruthful. Will's character, Christopher, haunts her and her retelling of these incidents that involved him. And they use the language and they use the actions and they use the staging to all toward that end. You know, there's no sentimentality in it. There's no self-pity in it. And I think that's a lot of that credit goes to David Cromer, the director.
They've always been a team, like from the very beginning, which I thought was very generous of both of them, that they just like glommed onto each other and took care of each other.
I step out onto stage and there's no big lights, there's no big explosions, there's no music. All I have is Mary-Louise Parker. And all I can do is just sort of step out and look at her and find her eyes and say my line. She sets a bar that I have to match, that I have no choice but to match. There's nowhere to hide on stage. Nor would I want to, but there's nowhere to hide. I have to do the work.
I feel like my words have kind of conjured what I've always wanted, which is sort of a sad, tragic haunting. And I like that it feels like people are leaving the theater with that. They're not leaving it in their seat, that there's nothing resolved, that there's a kind of a lot of questions still hanging in the air. I'd love every college student in America to come see this, and I'd love every professor in America to come see this, you know, in addition to all their friends and family.
We hope you enjoyed this New York Theater Guide to The Sound Inside. Don't miss your opportunity to catch this limited run on Broadway. And remember, you can always buy your official tickets at NewYorkTheaterGuide.com.